Hi there. If you're new around here, you can call me Rose. And that's okay, because I'm new around here too. I imagine turning on this video and seeing this is probably terrifying to some people, but I wanted to do another makeup tutorial. It's just a simple day look, it's not too much at all. And I thought, well, I just did my concealer slash foundation slash contouring slash baking routine, and I don't think I really need to film that again. So most of this look is going to be done using this Makeup Forever Florals palette. I bought this a while back and I haven't used it as much as I wanted to, so before I get to that palette, I'm actually going to start with just one color from my Smashbox Cover Shot Bold palette. I'm going to be using, I believe it's Bolt, is that what it's called? The yellow one. So the reason I wanted to hop on here and record a quick video was partially because I had a giant panic attack this morning and I wasn't doing so hot for a minute there. I was feeling pretty messed up and I hopped into the shower and I was just trying to calm down and trying to find my center, and I thought, well, it's been a really long time since I've had a panic attack like this. It's been a really long time since something like that has happened to me. I mean, just kind of out of the blue, sitting on the sofa, I'm from Las Vegas. I was born in California. I've never said sofa in my life. What the hell? I was sitting on the couch. I suppose everybody gets to a point where they feel like they can't cope anymore. And sometimes that happens. Sometimes you just kind of lose your center for a minute and feel overwhelmed. And I guess my body was finally saying, I've had enough of this. And I've had it with you, bitch. I've had it with you. And this is where we are now. So, I'm not gonna let this erase me from my life like it has in the past. And I said, well, to myself, I was talking to myself, I said, well, bitch, talking to myself, I said, well, let me get back into my flow then. Let me just go sit down, put on some makeup or do some art or something and try to make myself feel better. A friend of mine has been having a lot of panic attacks lately too, and I've been trying to do what I can to support her through them, but now it's my turn, I guess. That's also a benefit of baking your concealer on, because when you put on that layer of powder, it's gonna catch any fallout that you might have. And this color is pretty much the highlight of this look. And I'm gonna say right now, don't be afraid to blend this color all the way down. And I mean all the way down. We'll start once again. I know this looks kind of crazy right now, but it's actually supposed to look crazy. This is kind of a real daytime look here, so just go with it. Good daytime look, not too much, it's just enough. A good rule of thumb for blending is that when you think you've blended enough, blend just a little bit more. Now I'm gonna do eyebrows. You don't need to see this. They look crazy, but pretty even. When I was younger, I used to have panic attacks all the time. I learned how to control them kind of through doing stuff like meditation and just controlling my breathing. And once again, this was, you know, I'm an elderly compared to a lot of people on YouTube, but you know, when I was younger and I was having panic attacks all the time, we didn't have all the resources on the internet that people have now. Now we have more resources, you know, you can find apps that will give you just prompts and activities that you can do while you're in the middle of a panic attack that would, you know, help you ward it off in some way, and that, you know, just give you prompts for journal entries to write, even just to get your feelings out. If you don't have access to therapy, there's therapist aids and tons of anxiety sites that will help you through it. Even support groups online. There's usually always someone to talk to. And I'm gonna go in real hard with this highlight. As messy as you want, just get it on. When I was in the middle of my panic attack today, I decided, you know, I want to use some of those, you know, wonderful resources that I'm talking about, and I want to go online and you know, just see what people have to say about stopping a panic attack in its tracks. Because it's been a while since I've had one like this. It really has, and I'm by myself right now. I have no one to talk to, and you know, no other way to express exactly what the hell is going on with me. I feel calm now, but now that I've taken a shower and started, you know, trying to transport my mind elsewhere, but I just googled, you know, I need help, I'm having a panic attack, and one of the sites that popped up was this one where this person was saying that they had had like at least 1,000 panic attacks in their life, and because of that, they said honestly one of the best things you can do is just try to accept that you're gonna die. Just accept your death and tell it that you are bored. Tell your mind that you're bored of this crap, and that honestly was like really good advice to me, because it's true. The best thing you can do really is to just accept that this is how I feel and this is what's happening, and I can't really do anything else about it. So I'm gonna go in now with some dots. And again, these don't have to be perfect, they can be messy. And down below as well. I'm just realizing right now how extra this is, because I just used 3 different kinds of eyeliner. I do want to thank anybody who takes the time to watch this video, because I know it's a little scatterbrained and the look is probably a little too much for some people. I always say the best thing you can do is to create. Because creation doesn't rely on anybody else, you know? If you're creating something, especially as a vehicle for healing, and that will, in the end, save your ass from pretty much anything. I mean, not anything, but anything internal. And I thought the best way to cope with this panic attack would be to sit down and create something. And I was gonna work on the prompt for this week, but I thought that just seemed like it would be more anxiety inducing, because sometimes if you're pulling stuff out of your heart like that and just ripping open a vein and spilling everything inside of you out onto a canvas or onto a sheet of paper or whatever, sometimes that can just drive your anxiety even more. And I thought, so I'm showering and I'm like, the most relaxing thing that I could possibly do would be to do another makeup tutorial. I think most people probably had at least one panic attack in their life, when you feel like the panic butcher comes in and cleaves the middle of your brain open and just fills you with a sense of just complete helplessness and hopelessness and dread. And the worst thing about panic attacks is that they're completely unpredictable. The panic butcher just bangs down your door and comes in to completely ruin your weekend. So, rather than allowing the panic butcher to ruin my weekend, I decided instead to ruin his weekend with a devastating makeup look. I mean, it is devastating. Look at me. Look at me. Oh my god, you guys. I just put on like 40 coats of mascara. And I let you all see. It's kind of like black, but it's like frosted with green in there. And if you're better at doing lips than I am, which is probable, please use a lip liner. The reason I don't is because my lips are uneven anyway, and I can never get them right. so I don't care. I like this look. I know it's a little wild. Some people might not like it. So maybe for my next makeup tutorial, I'll do like I'll do a true day look. I'll do a real, like, you can wear this to work look that I could do in maybe half an hour. But this made me feel a lot better. It felt good to me to create something in the middle of a day where, for whatever reason, I started feeling panicky and just like I wasn't gonna get by for a minute. And I thank you for watching, because it means a lot to me to have been able to get through this with you. It means a lot to me to continue to create. It means a lot to me to wear makeup like this in broad daylight. So, thank you again. And remember to go out there and make yourself